right, so that's it on the follow focus side. What is next in our Genus accessory line? There we are, matte boxes. All right, so you've got your follow focus cruising, your AC can pull focus and make marks on his white lines, but what if you need to add a little bit of glass to the front of your lens? You're going to need a matte box to do it. Genus now has, for I believe it's about $1,600. Can I see that slide just one more time? Yeah, there it is, $1,700. You're getting their new, awesome, superior follow focus. What's so cool about this follow focus? Well, check this out. 2 stages that are 5 by 6.5. So they're square, 5 by 6.5, 5 by 6.5. But you can also get inserts for them to get that Panavision sized, 4 by 5.65. Or you can get an insert for your 4 by 4 style lenses. So the matte box filter stages are totally versatile. You can use all of your existing glass. You can use any glass that you're going to find at a rental house, like your friendly friends at Midtown Video. Got a ton of Panavision sized filters. So having the wider filter stages allows you to use your widest fisheye lenses or wide-angle lenses, not cause any vignetting on the edges of your lens, and still have the capacity to put in a filter stage to shrink it down to your 4x4 filters or your Panavision filters. Pretty awesome. What else is totally awesome about this follow focus, about this matte box? You see that it's on my on my PMW F3 right now, but it's floating off the rods. Sure, it could have a rod mount, but more importantly, it can also have just a clamp mount. See that? Now, this $1,700 package comes with a bunch of ring inserts, including 114 millimeters, which exactly mates up to the external diameter of your Sony lenses. It comes with a 95 millimeter clamp ring that mates up to a lot of popular wide-angle video zoom lenses, which is really important. Now, right here, 2 screws allow you to mate the supplied rod holder. So if you did want to go off of a rod mount system, you can use something like this, supplied rods that screw right on. But it's important, again, versatility. With this gigantic Sony lens, it's kind of tough to mate. It's kind of tough to mate up height-wise. So you'll want something that Denny mentioned, which is this adjustable height matte box bracket. Right? So you'll screw it onto your matte box, and you'll see that you can change the height at which the matte box sits from your rods. You can bring it up, bring it down, so that it mates directly to the center of your lens, which is where you need it. You got me here? There we are. So now, if just one set of adjustable rods isn't enough for you, you've got this, which Denny and I had shared a moment Skype to Skype there. I don't know what this unit's called, but I love it, and I wouldn't leave home without it. Why? I can have an entry set of rods right here, and an exit set of rods right here, and I can adjust the top and the bottom rods to any height that I need within this bracket. Verge, can you pull up this accessory slide so we can see how much these cost? There we are, totally awesome accessories. So the dual riser bracket is $200. The single height extension bracket, $125. All right. Now, you notice this shoulder mount sitting on my tripod here. This is what we're sort of working off of on the F3. That's $950 for the complete package. So the complete package is well, we're going to get to the complete package, but one thing that's in that picture that's not on my rig right now is this offset bracket. Okay, that $950 for the shoulder mount includes this offset bracket. What's so important about an offset bracket? Well, if I'm not using my F3, if I'm using a DSLR on this shoulder mount, I'm going to have to change the height at which it sits. Sometimes I've got a little eyepiece on my DSLR. Sometimes I'm going to use the LCD viewfinder. Well, this allows me to not only get the horizontal center of my DSLR at an off axis and raise it up, in any direction. It also allows me to change whether I'm operating off of a viewfinder height or off of an LCD height. I can remove the bracket if I want it to be center axis for LCD, or I can apply the bracket, which will look like this, if I'm using an eyepiece to get it right up to eye level. One other thing that's really important to note on this shoulder mount unit that's different from certain other shoulder mount units that we've shown in the past is tripod mountability. Check this out. Sometimes you're going to be sort of shooting studio style from your tripod. You need a nice steady shot, a nice easy move. But sometimes you're going to have to pick your camera up in a hurry and go right to shoulder mounted shooting. So check this out. You'll note that I've got my shoulder mount on my tripod plate. So it comes right off my tripod, super easy, and I can go right to shoulder mounted shooting I mean, as quickly as you could take a camera off a tripod. Now I'm in shoulder mount mode, and I've got stability from my camera. I've got the counterbalance back here. You see that? Got my counterbalance back here so that all the weight isn't on my front wrists, and I can do a lot better of a job shooting nice and stable than I would if I just had one hand and I'm supporting the whole camera with my wrist. So $950, shoulder mount, counterbalance on the back, and the capacity to mount your tripod on and off pretty quickly. Go right back into tripod mode, and I'm pretty happy with that. So, how are we doing question-wise? Anybody got a burning question in the chat room? Everything pretty straightforward.
They're all blown away.
Okay,
They're just
great. I'm blown away too. This Genus stuff, a couple things to keep in mind: versatility and interoperability. All these parts work together. If you need to change the height, if you need to change the length, if you need to get rods of different sizes, all of that kind of stuff is available. If you'd like a little bit more information, send us an email, give us a phone call. We know all this stuff. We've got it all here for you. Come on in and inexpensively get yourself some quality support equipment: rods, map boxes, follow focus, and other accessories.